Welcome to That's the Point, your inside scoop on the latest construction technology and workflows, brought to you by the experts at Building Point.
All right, hello everyone. Welcome. Very first episode of That's the Point. Got to tell you, it's great to be here. Really excited about this. My name is Steve Karen. I am joined here with my brand new studio mate, my co-host, Mr. Jonathan Stickle.
Hey everyone, glad to be here. First episode, which is exciting. A little nervous.
Yeah, don't be nervous. We'll get through it together. So it is really, it's a grand experiment in a lot of ways. We've been hearing a lot of feedback and ideas from our partners, the Building Point customers. And really, this is just a show that's based on a lot of that feedback. And we wanted to open up an avenue, for construction technology folks like us to really jump in and not to just learn about things, but to really understand, take advantage of all the new workflows. So this is a result. That's the point. And in the show, we're going to get into topics, different disciplines, and it's not going to be over just 1 week sprints. We're going to do it over multiple shows. It's really going to give you a chance to take a deep dive into, each topic at hand. And I'd say for everyone out there, if we do our jobs right, we'll kind of be like your in-house tech guys, kind of guiding you through, what I'd say is definitely a new wave of technology, specifically in the construction world. And then hopefully from the shows, you'll come away with a couple of things. One, you're going to be able to determine, is this tech right for you? Is it right for your company? And then on the other hand, you're going to be able to, get some experience, kind of some quick start type of knowledge to get you up and running with the new technology, should you feel that it is a fit for you.
Exactly. And as we were kind of brainstorming on how to do this, it became evident pretty quickly that a traditional audio podcast just wasn't going to cut it. The stuff that we're touching on is more visual in nature, so that's kind of how we landed on this visual format. You can still listen to it as a podcast. It still kind of has that look and feel like a podcast. But we wanted to kind of have like a visual element because this show is a little bit more focused on learning and techniques. So we really couldn't convey that with just doing audio.
Right, yeah, I agree. I think it'd be pretty hard to kind of have someone visualize mixed reality just through an audio-based type of delivery. So, but we do want to be clear on it. This is a podcast or a vlog right now, whatever you want to call it. But it's about and for Trimble technology. In the past, we've tried to be agnostic when it came to new ideas, new technologies. But in this particular show, I got to tell you, it's not going to be that. As Building Point guys, we're definitely coming at this from a Trimble-centric point of view.
Yeah, and by the way, before we get too far along, if you're someone who's already like kind of sold on the capabilities and workflows of the Trimble XR10, go ahead and stop watching us on this video right now. Contact your local Building Point representative and go ahead and get one order today.
Yeah, we're pretty shameless. Over the next several shows, we'll talk about every single aspect of it. We'll talk about the hardware, the software, the data. We'll get you into the demo environment, and then of course we'll bring in some folks, and I'll admit they're smarter than us, and they're going to be able to discuss kind of the workflows and the best practices that they're seeing out in the field.
Yeah, and I think the first like big question that we had to address with the Trimble XR10 is like, how do we get started? Where do we begin? And since this is kind of a video-based show, we thought the best way to do that was to just show you what's inside the box, show you the hardware of the Trimble XR10.
Yeah, and boom, that's why we got this big old table here instead of our normal desks. We have a special guest today. All right,
and here it is. The Trimble XR10 with HoloLens 2.
Sleek looking box, I guess. Pretty big here.
Let's get it opened up.
All right, let's get this thing out of here.
All right.
What else is in there?
Oh, we have the instructions here. So, just like with any instructions that you get in a new box, we'll just kind of throw that off to the side.
Yep.
All right, get this out of the way.
All right. So first thing, looking at the case overall, I mean, I would say it looks pretty sleek.
Yeah, it's nice. It's
it looks nice. I like the two-tone here. You got your dark gray, light gray. Got your little highlighter yellow in the middle. I would say that this light gray on a construction site will probably turn into this dark gray pretty quick.
Yeah, it'll probably get pretty dirty pretty quickly.
Well, everything gets dirty out there, so it's no big deal.
Yeah, let's go ahead and open it up.
Let's check the inside, see how. Oh, okay, yeah,
Nice.
A lot of padding. I'd say, and this is pretty dense foam, so I think they put some thought, into making sure you protect, kind of your merchandise out in the field. So that's
for sure.
pretty good.
One of the first things I noticed, it's everything fits very tightly and in the backpack, so it's something that once you have this zipped up, you should be able to kind of toss it in the back of your truck, and it's not going to move at all. Which is good.
Yeah, that's good. See, they've added in a couple of accessories here. You've got an extra shim here, so that's good. I guess next we'll just take this thing out of here, right?
Yeah, let's
So,
go for it.
All right, here it is. That is the Trimble XR10 with HoloLens 2. I'd say we'll just kind of start back to front, take it from there. So, first thing I want to note is on the back end is the HoloLens 2. So this is, the Microsoft piece. This is a partnership between Trimble and Microsoft. So here's our brains, behind the operation. You've got your patented kind of Windows Microsoft logo here.
Yep.
And then as we come to the XR10, this is, where, you've got your standard MSA hard hat. So everyone knows what you're getting with this. I do like, since the XR10 takes up your kind of accessory slot in the hard hat, Trimble went ahead and added an accessory slot here so you can still get in your chin straps or, face shields, things like that. So that's pretty good stuff. When I come back around, a big point I do want to talk about, you see this add-on here. This is the Mobilis. This is a bone conductive Bluetooth headset. So Trimble added this in, again, purpose-built for construction. Think about the noise, the potential noise that's on a site.
Yeah.
So these things are rated over 120 decibels. It's like, if you're at a rock concert and still being able to hear, the person next to you speaking. So again, this opens up that collaboration piece. So, you can talk to someone from in the office to someone out in the field and they can hear you out there.
Wow.
So yeah, huge
amazing,
addition that they added here. So another good partnership here. And that's simply inserted in here next to your sizing wheel. It's got a couple sensors that'll come around to the back of each of your ears. Okay. And again, so now you can kind of hear clearly out in the field. So pretty good stuff. I think it's pretty exciting and people will really enjoy being able to have that collaboration out there. So go ahead and let you take a whack at the front end of this thing.
So I'm gonna get a good look at this. Just flipping around to the front. Kind of one of the things I notice up front is you have your main camera front and center.
Yep.
And that can take still photos, also shoot some video for you. And then you have 4 other cameras on the visor here. And those 4 cameras, that's actually will be tracking your head movement. So as you're moving your head from side to side, that'll be tracking your head movement. Okay. Another thing to note too, everything, the Trimble XR10, everything's built on top of the hard hat. There's nothing underneath the hard hat. So if there's any impact at all to anyone while wearing this, it's hitting the hard hat first. So that's
good. Yeah, good plug for the safety folks out there.
Yes, exactly.
So too, one thing as you're throwing this on, one thing that's sticking out to me big is that I'm watching this being put on your head right now, and I don't see any wires. You're not connected to anything, so this thing is fully untethered. So that's a big differentiator right there. You're not lugging around a laptop.
I have this on my back, and that's it.
Right, yeah. Or you can take this thing out and leave that in the truck, and here it is. It's self-contained. So huge, again, to have your hands free. So think about that. You're not lugging anything around with you. You don't need a cell phone in your hand when you're communicating with someone in the office. Everything is self-contained right here on your hard hat. I think that's just that's huge.
Yeah, it's got a good, comfortable fit.
Right.
We also encourage you though to wear glasses underneath it as well, because you can flip this out of view. It can be completely out of view, which is great.
Put your safety glasses on, then put that back over.
Yep, exactly.
Okay. All right. There it is, everyone. Kind of what you see is what you get. It's the obligatory, unboxing of the Trimble XR10 with HoloLens 2. I do feel kind of YouTube-y right now, but
oh yeah, I think we're definitely on track to be the next YouTube influencers.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Only time will tell.
Yeah, but so look, on a serious note, if you do have any other further questions, comments, please make sure hit us up in the comment section down below, and please don't forget to hit the old like button, subscribe. That'll just ensure that you never miss a beat or a new episode once it goes live. And then lastly, if you do want to learn more immediately, please just reach out to your local Building Point representative. I got to tell you, we are 100% here to make sure that you succeed. That's why we're here, to help you guys out. So finally, on behalf of myself, Jonathan Stickle, the entire Building Point team, I want to thank you so much, for tuning in and watching, and we will see you next time on That's the Point.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks again for joining us on That's the Point. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe on YouTube today.